Welcome back, teachers. We are thrilled to have you here for GEO's supplemental review. Our goal is to help you prepare for your LET in September 2023, and we're confident that with our 25-item review of professional education, you'll be well on your way to success. Remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. Let's do this together. Prayer. Our Father, I turn to you, seeking your divine help and mercy, as I ask for your grace to help me pass my board exam. I ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that I can remember everything I have studied. Please do not abandon me in this time of need, but grant me the favor I seek. I ask this in your holy name. Amen. Taking the time to review and improve your knowledge and skills is a crucial step in becoming a licensed professional teacher, LPT. By committing to a thorough and dedicated review process, you'll be better equipped to succeed in the LPT exam and, more importantly, to excel in your teaching career. As you review, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the principles and practices of effective teaching, and you'll be able to apply this knowledge in the classroom to help your students succeed. Remember that becoming an LPT is not just about passing an exam. It's about committing to a lifelong pursuit of excellence in teaching. So take the time to review thoroughly, and know that your efforts will be rewarded with a fulfilling and impactful career as an LPT. As a teacher preparing for the board exam, you know how important it is to have access to high-quality resources and support. By subscribing to this channel, you'll gain access to expert guidance, comprehensive study materials, and proven strategies for success on the board exam. Our content is designed specifically to help teachers like you ace the exam and achieve your professional goals. Don't miss out on this opportunity to get the edge you need to succeed. Subscribe to our channel today and join our community of aspiring educators. Thank you for your support. Subscription is free. Please click the subscribe button, including the notification bell, to be updated on our newest videos. Dear teachers, as you continue watching these videos and preparing for your board exam, remember the profound words of Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Your dedication to learning and growing as educators is a testament to your commitment to make a positive impact on the lives of your students and society as a whole. Through your pursuit of knowledge and your passion for teaching, you hold the power to inspire, empower, and shape the future. Your dedication to becoming a licensed teacher will open doors of opportunities and equip you with the tools to make a difference in the lives of countless learners. During this journey, you may encounter challenges and obstacles, but remember that education has the transformative power to overcome them. Believe in the power of education and in your own ability to make a significant change. Embrace each lesson, each study session, and each practice opportunity as a step toward becoming the transformative educator you aspire to be. Stay focused, remain determined, and let the belief in the power of education propel you forward. With every video you watch, you are strengthening your foundation and building the knowledge necessary to excel in your board exam. Remember, you are not just studying for yourself, but for the countless lives you will touch and inspire through your future role as an educator. So, keep going, keep watching, and keep believing in the transformative power of education. Together, let us change the world, one classroom at a time. Question number 1. How does Teacher Joyce employ pencil and paper tests to gauge the progress of students in which curriculum? A. Assessed curriculum. B. Recommended curriculum. C. Hidden curriculum. D. Taught curriculum. How does Teacher Joyce employ pencil and paper tests to gauge the progress of students in which curriculum? For question number 1, the answer is A. Assessed curriculum. The assessed curriculum refers to the specific content, knowledge, skills, and learning outcomes that are formally evaluated through assessments. It represents the targeted portion of the curriculum that is measured to assess students' progress and achievement. Recommended curriculum. The recommended curriculum refers to the curriculum materials, resources, and guidelines suggested by educational authorities or experts. It serves as a guide for teachers to structure their instruction and plan their lessons. Hidden curriculum. The hidden curriculum refers to the unintended or implicit lessons and values that students learn through the school environment and experiences, which are not explicitly taught in the formal curriculum. Taught curriculum. The taught curriculum encompasses the content, concepts, and skills that teachers actively deliver to students through their instruction. Question number 2. Who believes that subject matter is developed around the interest of the learners and their social functions? A. Harold Rugg. B. Ralph Tyler. C. Hollis Caswell. D. Hutchins and Adler. Who believes that subject matter is developed around the interest of the learners and their social functions? For question number 2, the correct answer is C. Hollis Caswell. Let us discuss the following theorist. A. Harold Rugg. Harold Rugg was an influential educational theorist known for his progressive ideas. He advocated for a curriculum that emphasized real-world experiences and social relevance. Rugg believed that education should focus on students' interests, experiences, and needs. His ideas centered around the idea that the curriculum should be designed to address societal issues and promote active citizenship. B. Ralph Tyler. Ralph Tyler was a prominent figure in curriculum development and evaluation. He proposed a systematic approach to curriculum design known as the Tyler model. According to this model, curriculum development involves defining objectives, selecting appropriate learning experiences, organizing and sequencing content, and evaluating student achievement. Tyler emphasized the importance of clearly stated objectives and alignment between curriculum components. C. Hollis Caswell. Hollis Caswell was an educational administrator and theorist who contributed to curriculum development. He is associated with the concept of curriculum as experience. Caswell emphasized the significance of students' experiences and interests in shaping the curriculum. He believed that the curriculum should be relevant to students' lives and promote their active engagement and development of social skills. D. Hutchins and Adler. Hutchins and Adler, referring to Robert M. Hutchins and Mortimer J. Adler, were notable figures in the field of education. They are known for their work in developing the Great Books curriculum. This curriculum approach emphasizes the study of classic works of literature and philosophy to cultivate critical thinking, cultural literacy, and a well-rounded education. Each of these theorists made significant contributions to curriculum theory and practice, with their ideas influencing different aspects of curriculum development, design, and student engagement. Question number 3 refers to the unplanned or unintended curriculum but plays a vital role in learning. It consists of norms, values, and procedures. A. Assessed curriculum. B. Recommended curriculum. C. Hidden curriculum. D. Taught curriculum. Refers to the unplanned or unintended curriculum but plays a vital role in learning. It consists of norms, values, and procedures. For question number 3, the answer is C. Hidden curriculum. Question number 4. Which educational theorist believed that curriculum development should follow an activity analysis approach, focusing on student inquiry and their needs? A. William Bagley. B. John Watson. C. Ralph Tyler. D. Soren Kierkegaard. Which educational theorist believed that curriculum development should follow an activity analysis approach, focusing on student inquiry and their needs? For question number 4, the answer is C. Ralph Tyler. We already know who is Ralph Tyler. He was a prominent figure in curriculum development and evaluation. He is associated with the development of the Tyler model, which provides a systematic approach to curriculum design. Tyler emphasized the importance of clearly stated objectives, selecting appropriate learning experiences, organizing and sequencing content, and evaluating student achievement. His approach encouraged student inquiry, as curriculum development should be driven by identifying students' needs and interests. William Bagley. William Bagley was an influential educational theorist known for his contributions to the essentialist approach to education. He emphasized the importance of a core curriculum based on essential knowledge and skills, focusing on traditional subjects such as language, mathematics, history, and science. Bagley's approach prioritized the transmission of a common cultural heritage to students. John Watson. John Watson was a behaviorist psychologist, but his contributions were primarily in psychology rather than curriculum development. Watson is known for his work in the field of behaviorism, which focuses on observable behavior and stimulus-response relationships. Soren Kierkegaard. Soren Kierkegaard was a philosopher and theologian known for his existentialist philosophy. While his contributions are significant in the field of philosophy, his ideas do not directly relate to curriculum development or the activity analysis approach. Question number 5. In the Grassroots Approach by Hilda Taba, which aims to provide students with cognitive support, which of the following are involved in curriculum development? A. Parents. B. Teachers. C. Community. D. Environment. In the Grassroots Approach by Hilda Taba, which aims to provide students with cognitive support, which of the following are involved in curriculum development? For question number 5, the answer is B. Teachers. The Grassroots Approach, developed by educator Hilda Taba, is an educational philosophy and methodology that emphasizes the involvement of teachers in the curriculum development process. The Grassroots Approach recognizes that educators possess valuable insights and knowledge about the needs, interests, and aspirations of students. It advocates for their active participation in curriculum decision-making, allowing for a more relevant, contextualized, and learner-centered educational experience. Question number 6. Teacher Anne is assigned in a rural area, Teacher Beth in a depressed community, Teacher Joy in a hazardous area, and Teacher Mitch in a place where standard of living is high. Who is entitled to a hardship allowance? A. Teacher Anne. B. Teacher Beth. C. Teacher Joy. D. Teacher Mitch. Teacher Anne is assigned in a rural area, Teacher Beth in a depressed community, Teacher Joy in a hazardous area, and Teacher Mitch in a place where standard of living is high. Who is entitled to a hardship allowance? For question number 6, the answer is C. Teacher Joy. Since Teacher Joy is assigned to a hazardous area, which likely poses additional challenges and risks, she would be eligible for a hardship allowance. The other teachers may face different challenges related to their respective assignments, such as teaching in a rural area or a depressed community, but the specific context of a hazardous area typically warrants additional compensation due to the potential dangers involved. Question number 7. Teacher Kristy views his students as unique, free-choosing and responsible individuals. What theory underlies this? A. Stoicism. B. Existentialism. C. Perennialism. D. Pragmatism. Teacher Kristy views his students as unique, free-choosing and responsible individuals. What theory underlies this? For question number 7, the answer is B. Existentialism. The father of existentialism is considered to be Danish philosopher Soren Kierkegaard. Existentialism is a philosophical and educational theory that emphasizes individual existence, freedom of choice, personal responsibility, and the unique nature of each individual. It asserts that individuals have the freedom to shape their own lives and make meaningful choices, and they are responsible for the consequences of those choices. In an educational context, existentialism values the development of individuality, self-reflection, and personal growth. It encourages students to explore their own values, beliefs, and passions, and to take responsibility for their learning and actions. Let us discuss the other option here. Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophical school that originated in ancient Greece and was further developed by Roman philosophers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism emphasizes personal virtue and self-discipline, and also focuses more on accepting and aligning oneself with the natural order of the universe and developing inner tranquility through self-control. Perennialism. Perennialism is an educational philosophy that emphasizes the enduring and universal truths and principles found in the great works of literature, art, and philosophy throughout history. It promotes the idea of a fixed body of knowledge that is essential for all individuals to acquire and focuses on transmitting this knowledge from one generation to the next. Pragmatism. Pragmatism is a philosophical and educational approach that originated in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, with key figures such as Charles Sanders Peirce, William James, and John Dewey. Pragmatism emphasizes practicality, experimentation, and the importance of experience and action in shaping knowledge and understanding. Question number 8. In order to make Roman education truly utilitarian, how will day-to-day lessons structured? A. Practiced at home under the guidance of their respective parents. B. Related and linked to the events happening in everyday life. C. Taught in the student's native dialect. D. Taught interestingly through the playway method. In order to make Roman education truly utilitarian, how will day-to-day lessons structured? For question number 8, the answer is B. Related and linked to the events happening in everyday life. In order to make Roman education truly utilitarian, day-to-day lessons were structured to be relevant and connected to the events and experiences of everyday life. This approach aimed to ensure that education was practical and applicable to the daily lives of the students. By linking the lessons to real-life situations and experiences, the education provided in Rome had a utilitarian purpose, focusing on the practical skills and knowledge needed for functioning effectively in society. Question number 9. If the laboratory rat is conditioned to push a feeder bar for a food pellet after seeing a candy apple red light flash in its cage. According to the principles of stimulus generalization, the rat would likely also push the feeder bar following the flash of a blank light. A. Black. B. Blue. C. Maroon. D. Yellow. If the laboratory rat is conditioned to push a feeder bar for a food pellet after seeing a candy apple red light flash in its cage. According to the principles of stimulus generalization, the rat would likely also push the feeder bar following the flash of a blank light. For question number 9, the answer is C. Maroon. Since maroon is a shade of red, it is more similar in color to candy apple red compared to the other options, black, blue, yellow. The principle of stimulus generalization is a concept in psychology that describes how organisms respond to stimuli that are similar to the original conditioned stimulus, CS. It suggests that learned responses can be generalized to similar stimuli that share certain characteristics with the original stimulus. In the context of classical conditioning, where a neutral stimulus, NS, is paired with an unconditioned stimulus, US, to elicit a conditioned response, CR, stimulus generalization occurs when the organism responds to stimuli that are similar to the original conditioned stimulus. Here's a breakdown of the principles of stimulus generalization. Similarity of stimuli. Stimulus generalization suggests that the degree of similarity between the original conditioned stimulus and a new stimulus determines the likelihood of a generalized response. The more similar the new stimulus is to the original, the more likely it is to elicit a similar response. Generalization gradient. Generalization does not occur equally for all stimuli. There is typically a generalization gradient, which shows that the strength of the response decreases as the similarity between the original conditioned stimulus and the new stimulus decreases. In other words, the response is strongest to stimuli that closely resemble the original, and weaker to stimuli that are less similar. Discrimination. Discrimination is the opposite of stimulus generalization. It refers to the ability to differentiate between the original conditioned stimulus and other stimuli that are different from it. Through discrimination training, organisms can learn to respond only to the specific conditioned stimulus and not to similar stimuli. In the given example, the rat has been conditioned to push a feeder bar after seeing a candy apple red light. According to the principles of stimulus generalization, the rat would likely generalize this learned response to a light that is similar in color, such as maroon. The rat may exhibit a similar response to the maroon light because it shares characteristics, color similarity, with the original conditioned stimulus, candy apple red light. Question number 10. The major advantage of stimulus generalization is that, blank. A. Stimulus generalization does not require a reward or punishment to allow for conditioning to occur. B. Our brains do not have to relearn how to respond to every new situation we encounter. C. Our brains can overgeneralize and therefore make incorrect responses. D. Stimulus generalization is not advantage at all. The major advantage of stimulus generalization is B. Our brains do not have to relearn how to respond to every new situation we encounter. Stimulus generalization allows us to generalize learned responses to similar stimuli without having to undergo extensive relearning for each new situation. It helps us apply what we have learned to various contexts and stimuli that share similarities with the original conditioned stimulus. This ability to generalize saves time and cognitive resources, as we can transfer our learned responses to similar stimuli and adapt our behavior accordingly. It enables us to respond effectively to a wide range of situations without requiring specific learning for each individual circumstance. Question number 11. Which of the following defining features of a spiral curriculum? A. Students' cognitive domain is developed. B. Students learn subject one at a time. C. Students relates one knowledge to another. D. Students' psychomotor is developed. The defining feature of a spiral curriculum is C. Students relate one knowledge to another. A spiral curriculum is an educational approach where students revisit topics and subjects repeatedly over time, with each encounter providing a deeper level of understanding. It emphasizes the interconnections between different concepts and subjects, allowing students to make connections and build upon their prior knowledge. As students progress through the curriculum, they continually revisit and expand upon previously learned material, helping to reinforce and deepen their understanding of related concepts. This approach encourages the integration of knowledge and promotes a holistic understanding of the subject matter. There isn't a single universally recognized father of spiral education. The concept of a spiral curriculum has been developed and refined by various educational theorists and practitioners over time. However, one influential figure associated with the development of the spiral curriculum approach is Jerome Bruner. Jerome Bruner, an American psychologist and cognitive psychologist, advocated for a spiral curriculum in the field of education. His work emphasized the importance of active learning, discovery-based approaches, and the organization of knowledge in a way that builds upon prior understanding. While he did not exclusively coin the term spiral curriculum, his ideas and contributions have greatly influenced its implementation and development in education. Question number 12. What is the term used to describe the application of a concept or skill learned in one area to an experience in a different area? A. Transfer learning. B. Cross-domain application. C. Transfer of knowledge. D. Interdisciplinary thinking. What is the term used to describe the application of a concept or skill learned in one area to an experience in a different area? For verses, the answer is A. Transfer learning. Transfer learning refers to the application or transfer of knowledge, skills, or concepts learned in one context or domain to a different context or domain. It involves using previously acquired knowledge or skills to facilitate learning or problem solving in new or related situations. When individuals engage in transfer learning, they can recognize similarities or connections between different areas of knowledge or experiences and apply what they have learned in one area to another area. This process allows for the practical application of knowledge across different contexts and enhances problem-solving abilities. For example, if someone has learned how to play the piano, they can transfer their knowledge of reading sheet music and understanding musical theory to learn how to play a different musical instrument more easily. Similarly, if someone has learned problem-solving strategies in mathematics, they may be able to apply those strategies to solve problems in physics or engineering. Transfer learning is valuable because it helps individuals make connections between different areas of knowledge, enhances their adaptability, and allows for the transfer of skills and understanding across disciplines. It promotes a deeper and more interconnected understanding of various subjects and can lead to more efficient and effective learning and problem solving. Question number 13. What kind of group should we choose in an activity that encourages collaboration and problem solving? A. Student-led group. B. Teacher-led group. C. Small group instruction. D. Pair share. What kind of group should we choose in an activity that encourages collaboration and problem solving? For question number 13, the answer is A. Student-led group. In a student-led group, students take on the responsibility of leading and managing their group activities. They work together, discuss ideas, and collectively solve problems without constant intervention from the teacher. This group structure promotes collaboration, as students have the opportunity to actively engage with their peers, share their thoughts, and collectively find solutions. Student-led groups foster autonomy, critical thinking, and communication skills. Students have the freedom to express their ideas, take initiative, and work collaboratively to tackle challenges. This approach can be particularly effective in encouraging problem solving and developing important interpersonal skills. Question number 14. In performing the dance, first, raise your hand, second, make 2 steps backward, third, make a post. What kind of knowledge was exhibited? A. Procedural knowledge. B. Following instruction. C. Making process. D. Problem intervention. In performing the dance, first, raise your hand, second, make 2 steps backward, third, make a post. What kind of knowledge was exhibited? For question number 14, the answer is A. Procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge refers to the knowledge of how to perform a task or execute a procedure. In this case, the description outlines a specific sequence of steps that need to be followed in order to perform the dance. By following the steps, individuals can demonstrate their procedural knowledge by knowing the actions to take and the order in which to perform them. Question number 15. Which of the following characteristics among learners can indicate that their parents have been authoritarian? A. Friendly. B. Fearful. C. Responsive. D. Honest. Which of the following characteristics among learners can indicate that their parents have been authoritarian? For question number 15, the answer is B. Fearful. Authoritarian parenting is characterized by strict rules, high expectations, and a focus on obedience. Children of authoritarian parents often exhibit fearfulness due to the strict and controlling nature of their parents' parenting style. The fear may arise from the potential consequences or punishment they anticipate for not meeting their parents' expectations. Besides authoritarian parenting, there are 3 other commonly recognized parenting styles: authoritative, permissive, and uninvolved, neglectful. Here's a brief overview of each. Authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting is characterized by a balanced approach that combines warmth, responsiveness, and clear boundaries. Authoritative parents set reasonable expectations and rules while also being nurturing and supportive. They encourage independence, provide guidance, and engage in open communication with their children. This parenting style promotes a healthy balance between discipline and affection. Permissive parenting. Permissive parenting is characterized by a lenient and indulgent approach. Permissive parents tend to have few rules, low expectations, and are overly responsive to their children's desires and demands. They may avoid discipline and allow their children to make decisions without much guidance. Permissive parenting often lacks structure and may result in children struggling with self-control and authority. Uninvolved, neglectful parenting. Uninvolved or neglectful parenting is characterized by a lack of emotional involvement, responsiveness, and support. Parents in this style are generally detached and disengaged from their children's lives. They provide minimal supervision, neglect their children's needs, and show little interest in their well-being. This parenting style can have severe negative effects on children's development and overall well-being. It's important to note that these parenting styles exist on a continuum, and most parents display a mix of different approaches. Additionally, cultural and individual factors can influence parenting styles. Understanding these different styles can help parents reflect on their own approach and make adjustments that promote positive child development. Question number 16. Which of the following demonstrates the teacher's integrity? A. Decisive thinking. B. Moral courage. C. Innovation. D. Perseverance. Which of the following demonstrates the teacher's integrity? For question number 16, the answer is B. Moral courage. Integrity refers to the quality of being honest, ethical, and having strong moral principles. Moral courage, in particular, is an essential aspect of integrity. It involves the willingness to stand up for what is right, even in the face of challenges, opposition, or personal risk. A teacher with moral courage will uphold ethical standards, make difficult decisions based on principles, and advocate for fairness and justice in their interactions with students, colleagues, and the educational system as a whole. Question number 17. Which of the following is not correct about learning environment? A. It is free from clutter. B. It needs to be disrespectful. C. It has proper ventilation. D. It needs to be safe. The option that is not correct about the learning environment is B. It needs to be disrespectful. This statement is incorrect. A positive learning environment should foster respect among all individuals involved, including students, teachers, and staff. Respectful interactions contribute to a harmonious and supportive atmosphere where everyone feels valued, heard, and safe. Disrespectful behavior can hinder learning and create a negative environment, so it is essential to promote and maintain respect within the learning environment. Question number 18. The following are all goals to student-centered approach to physical education except A. Increasing student motivation. B. Encouraging lifelong commitment. C. Reducing the burden on teachers. D. Fostering a desire to participate. The goal that does not align with a student-centered approach to physical education is C. Reducing the burden on teachers. A student-centered approach in physical education focuses on empowering students, engaging them actively in the learning process, and promoting their autonomy and self-direction. The emphasis is on meeting the needs and interests of students while promoting their physical and mental well-being. The goals of a student-centered approach typically include increasing student motivation, encouraging lifelong commitment to physical activity, and fostering a desire to participate. While supporting teachers in their role is important, reducing the burden on teachers is not a primary goal of a student-centered approach. Question number 19. To settle issues with insurgents, which pillar of learning should be upheld? A. Learning to do. B. Learning to be. C. Learning to know. D. Learning to live together. To settle issues with insurgents, which pillar of learning should be upheld? For question number 19, the answer is D. Learning to live together. The 4 pillars of learning is a concept introduced by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in its report titled Learning: The Treasure Within. The report emphasizes the interconnectedness of 4 fundamental pillars of learning that are essential for lifelong education and development. These pillars are learning to know. Learning to know refers to acquiring knowledge, skills, and competencies that enable individuals to understand the world around them. It involves gaining a broad range of knowledge across various disciplines and developing critical thinking, problem-solving, and information processing skills. Learning to know emphasizes intellectual curiosity, inquiry-based learning, and the ability to think critically and independently. Learning to do. Learning to do emphasizes the acquisition of practical skills and competencies that enable individuals to apply knowledge effectively in real-life situations. It involves developing technical and vocational skills, as well as soft skills such as communication, teamwork, adaptability, and creativity. Learning to do prepares individuals for the workforce, entrepreneurship, and active participation in society. Learning to be focuses on personal development, self-discovery, and the holistic development of individuals. It involves nurturing personal qualities such as self-confidence, resilience, empathy, and ethical values. Learning to be encompasses social and emotional learning, promoting well-being, and fostering a sense of identity, autonomy, and responsibility. Learning to live together. Learning to live together emphasizes the development of social skills, intercultural understanding, and the ability to live and collaborate with others in a diverse and interconnected world. It involves promoting respect, empathy, dialogue, and cooperation among individuals from different backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives. Learning to live together encourages social cohesion, peaceful coexistence, and active citizenship. The 4 pillars of learning provide a comprehensive framework for designing educational systems that address the multiple dimensions of human development, prepare individuals for life, work, and active participation in society, and foster a more inclusive and sustainable future. While the 4 pillars of learning provide a comprehensive framework, it's important to note that there is ongoing discussion and debate about the inclusion of a potential 5th pillar. Some experts and researchers have proposed various additional pillars to complement the existing ones. One commonly suggested pillar is learning to transform. Learning to transform focuses on developing the capacity for innovation, adaptation, and lifelong learning in a rapidly changing world. It involves cultivating skills such as critical thinking, creativity, problem-solving, digital literacy, and learning how to learn. Learning to transform emphasizes the ability to embrace change, navigate uncertainty, and continuously acquire new knowledge and skills throughout one's life. The concept of a 5th pillar, such as learning to transform, highlights the need to address the challenges and opportunities presented by globalization, technological advancements, and evolving societal needs. However, it's important to recognize that the inclusion of a 5th pillar may vary depending on different educational frameworks and perspectives. Question number 20. Mr. Santiago plans of applying direct instruction strategy. Which will he first do? A. Individual practice. B. Student-centered. C. Review the previous day's work. D. Introduce the topic. Mr. Santiago plans of applying direct instruction strategy. Which will he first do? For question number 20, the answer is C. Review the previous day's work. Reviewing the previous day's work allows the teacher to refresh students' memories, reinforce learning, and make connections between previous and upcoming lessons. It helps students build on their existing knowledge and ensures a smooth transition into the new material. By reviewing, Mr. Santiago can assess students' understanding and address any misconceptions or questions before introducing the new topic. Therefore, option C, review the previous day's work, is the correct answer. Question number 21. Which of the following develops fine motor skills of preschool learners? A. Repeated writing drills. B. Reading books. C. Answering puzzles. D. Fun and challenging activities involving hand muscles. Which of the following develops fine motor skills of preschool learners? For question number 21, the answer is D. Fun and challenging activities involving hand muscles. Fine motor skills involve the coordination and control of small muscles, particularly those in the hands and fingers. Engaging in fun and challenging activities that require the use of hand muscles can help develop and enhance fine motor skills in preschool learners. These activities may include tasks such as using Play-Doh, threading beads, building with blocks, using scissors, drawing, coloring, or manipulating small objects. By participating in such activities, children can improve their hand-eye coordination, dexterity, finger strength, and control over their fine motor movements. Question number 22. In order to emphasize higher-order skills, what can be done? A. Give students problem solving. B. Practice reading. C. Let the student answer his homework. D. Teach them how to love others. In order to emphasize higher order skills, what can be done? For question number 22, the answer is A. Give students problem solving. Engaging students in problem solving tasks challenges them to think critically, analyze information, and apply their knowledge to solve complex problems. These tasks can be designed to promote higher order thinking skills by requiring students to analyze, evaluate, and create solutions. Problem solving activities encourage students to think independently, develop logical reasoning, and explore multiple perspectives. By providing opportunities for problem solving, educators can foster the development of higher order skills in students. Question number 23. Which cognitive level is demonstrated when a test requires identifying the characters in a story? A. Application. B. Comprehension. C. Recall. D. Creating. Which cognitive level is demonstrated when a test requires identifying the characters in a story? For question number 23, the answer is C. Recall. Cognitive processing refers to the mental activities involved in understanding, acquiring, storing, and using knowledge. The cognitive domain, as described by educational psychologist Benjamin Bloom, categorizes cognitive processing into different levels of complexity. These levels, often referred to as Bloom's taxonomy, provide a framework for understanding and assessing the depth of thinking required in various learning tasks. Here are the 6 levels of cognitive processing in Bloom's taxonomy, listed in ascending order of complexity. Remembering, recall. This level involves the ability to retrieve previously learned information from memory. It includes tasks such as recalling facts, definitions, or specific details. Understanding, comprehension. Comprehension focuses on demonstrating the understanding of concepts, ideas, and relationships. It involves tasks like interpreting, summarizing, explaining, or paraphrasing information in one's own words. Applying. Applying refers to the ability to use acquired knowledge and understanding in new or different situations. It involves applying concepts, principles, or procedures to solve problems or complete tasks. Analyzing. Analyzing involves breaking down information into its constituent parts and examining the relationships or patterns between them. It includes tasks such as identifying motives, differentiating components, or organizing information into categories. Evaluating. Evaluating requires making judgments or assessments based on given criteria or standards. It involves tasks like critiquing, comparing and contrasting, or justifying a position or decision. Creating. Creating is the highest level of cognitive processing. It involves generating original ideas, products, or solutions by combining or reorganizing previously learned information. It includes tasks like designing, inventing, or producing new work. By using Bloom's taxonomy, educators can design learning activities and assessments that target specific cognitive levels, promoting higher order thinking and deeper understanding. It also helps in designing a progressive learning experience that builds upon foundational knowledge and skills toward more complex cognitive processes. Question number 24. Which philosophy has the educational objective to indoctrinate Filipinos to accept the teachings of the Catholic Church, which is to foster faith in God? A. Idealism. B. Progressivism. C. Behaviorism. D. Taoism. Which philosophy has the educational objective to indoctrinate Filipinos to accept the teachings of the Catholic Church, which is to foster faith in God? For question number 24, the answer is A. Idealism. Idealism is a philosophical approach that places a strong emphasis on the importance of ideas, values, and spiritual aspects of life. It views the mind and consciousness as central to understanding reality. In an educational context, idealism advocates for the development of moral and spiritual values, promoting the pursuit of truth, and cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning in students' lives. In the case of indoctrinating Filipinos to accept the teachings of the Catholic Church and foster faith in God, idealism aligns with the objective of instilling religious beliefs and promoting religious education within the educational system. Idealism emphasizes the role of education in shaping individuals' character and values, including religious beliefs and practices. Progressivism. Progressivism is a philosophical approach to education that emphasizes student-centered learning, active engagement, and the application of knowledge in real-life situations. It promotes critical thinking, problem-solving, and social interaction. Progressivism focuses on the needs and interests of students, aiming to develop their intellectual, social, and emotional skills. Behaviorism. Behaviorism is a psychological and educational philosophy that focuses on observable behaviors and external stimuli. It emphasizes the role of reinforcement, rewards, and conditioning in shaping behavior. Behaviorism promotes the use of specific teaching techniques, repetition, and reinforcement to facilitate learning and skill development. Taoism. Taoism is a philosophical and religious tradition that originated in China. It emphasizes harmony, balance, and following the natural flow of the universe, Tao. Taoism promotes individual spiritual development, meditation, and aligning oneself with the natural rhythms of life. It focuses on living in harmony with nature and cultivating inner wisdom. Question number 25. Which does not belong to the group of variables that relate to the cognitive ability of the learner? A. Computational skills. B. Logic and reasoning. C. Manual dexterity. D. Solving puzzle. The variable that does not belong to the group of variables that relate to the cognitive ability of the learner is C. Manual dexterity. Manual dexterity refers to the fine motor skills and coordination of the hands and fingers. While manual dexterity is an important skill, it is primarily associated with physical abilities rather than cognitive ability. It involves the ability to manipulate objects, perform precise movements, and handle tools or instruments. Manual dexterity is more closely related to psychomotor skills rather than cognitive abilities. On the other hand, the other options, A. Computational skills, B. Logic and reasoning, and D. Solving puzzles, are all directly related to cognitive ability. Computational skills involve the ability to perform mathematical calculations and problem-solving using numbers and operations. Logic and reasoning refer to the capacity to think logically, analyze information, make connections, and draw conclusions. Solving puzzles involves using problem-solving strategies, critical thinking, and mental manipulation to find solutions. These three variables are cognitive processes that require higher-order thinking skills. Thank you for watching Gilles Let Review. I hope they've been helpful in your exam preparation. Remember that success in the LET requires consistency and dedication, so I encourage you to come back for more videos to help you stay on track with your studies. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. My goal is to provide you with high-quality content that helps you feel confident and prepared for the exam. So, let's work together towards your success in the LET. Keep studying hard and I'll see you in the next video.